Welcome back to this IT Help Desk professional training. Today I'll be discussing on how to install Windows 11 on a VMware Workstation Professional. So if I go to the website of Microsoft, here you can see we can actually download the official Windows 11. Here we have different method in which we can actually download Windows 11. But this version of Windows 11 may not work on your virtual machine. If you try to install Windows 11, the official Windows 11 on a virtual machine at this moment, you may receive an error message which says that your device is not compatible with Windows 11, because with Windows 11 your device needs to have like the TPM 2.0 and some other requirements. But we have a different Windows 11. I'm going to leave this link, the links of where to download Windows 11 on the description of this video. So here you can see we have the get a Windows 11 development environment. So download a virtual machine. So this is actually a pre-installed Windows 11 for the different virtual machine you should be using. You can see we have the VMware, Hyper-V, VirtualBox, and Parallels. So what you can actually do is this is actually Windows 11 Enterprise is still actually in the evaluation mode. You have some time frame in which you can actually use this Windows 11 before it gets expired. So what you need to do is you need to actually download the version of the virtualization you are using. If you are using Hyper-V or VMware, you can actually download it from here. So I've already actually downloaded the Windows 11. Let me just go here. You can see what I did is I downloaded Windows 11. You can see it's about more than 20 gigabytes of file, or about 20 gigabytes. And I actually extract that file. I extract the file using 7-zip. So I extract that folder, the whole folder. You can see we have the different files here. So what we need to do right now is we need to actually import the Windows 11 into our virtual machine. So let me go to my VMware workstation. So what I want to do is I want to actually import the virtual machine, the Windows 11 we've just downloaded from the website of Microsoft. That's for the VMware Workstation Pro. So I'll need to go to my VMware Workstation, and then from here I will need to go to File and then select Open. So first of all, we want to okay, then let's go to our this PC, and then I will need to go to disk. So here I actually created a folder where I actually move my Windows 11 I downloaded. Of course, when you download Windows 11, it may goes to your download folder. So let's just go to that location, and you can see we only have one file we can import at the moment. So just click on this file and then click open. So it's going to ask you, where do you want to save this virtual machine? So we're going to actually give a location where we want to save the virtual machine, and you need to enter a name for your virtual machine. So what we want to do is actually I want to enter a name here. Let me just call this, for example, say 003. It's going to be the host name of this Windows 11 device. Then I'm going to change the location of this operating system. So all my operating system is actually located here. So you can see I can actually just create a new folder and call this Windows 11 C003, and then select that folder and click OK. Now we can now import file. You can see it says importing, and this may actually take some minutes before the importation can. You see the import failed because the OVF did not pass OVF specification conformance of virtual hardware compliance check. So we can just click try again, and when we click try again, you can see that the importation will just continue without any error message. So these are actually sometimes you get an error message if you are using an older version of the VMware Workstation Pro or Hyper-V or VirtualBox. So let's just wait for this importation to get completed, and then we can continue with the configuration of our Windows 11. So if we go to the location of the folder, let me just go to my disk, my F drive, and you can see we have the Windows 11 C003 folder we just created. So when I double click on that folder, you can see that there are some files that are being created right now. You can see the disk, the virtual machine disk, and if I double click on that, you can see that the file is being created. So the import is actually being taken. So after importing your video into your virtual machine, what we need to do right now is we've already imported our Windows 11, which I've already showed you how to download the Windows 11 from the website of Microsoft for virtual machines. So we need to actually power on this virtual machine, and after power on this virtual machine, then we can now change the host name and then update the operating system. You can see that the virtual machine is all Windows 11 is fully installed for the VMware workstation. So let's just wait for this virtual machine to be power on, and then we can now check and install some necessary updates. So now you can see that we've just logged on to Windows 11. So if I go to my start menu, let me just go to my start menu. And here I'm going to enter the following Windows version, and then we can just hit enter. So here we can click on the Windows version to actually see which version of Windows we are using. But I can actually do it the following way. Just try to start the run command and then enter Windows version and then click OK. Here you can see which version of Windows we are using right now. You can see we're using Windows 11, and that's the version 21H2, which is actually the latest version, the latest OS build of Microsoft Windows 11. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually change your host name manually, and then we can actually try to configure Windows Update, because before we decide to actually promote the Windows 10 or Windows 11 to become part of a domain environment, we need to actually update this device. So I'm going to show you how to do that manually, because if you're working in a big company, definitely all updates will be pushed using your SCCM server or Microsoft Intune. So just click on the next video to watch how to actually change the device host name and check for Windows Update.